EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 50, plant. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Henry.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey. Smooth.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This is McCaffrey. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Bridgewater now. And he's got his target. That's more. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The open man is Smith. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Henry. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 11th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second and 11 now. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10 now from the 29. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. First down, here's White. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
It's a gain of 2. That's another 54 must. 54 must. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Bridgewater on first down.
Check. Lucky.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill, his throw incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill looking here for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to look. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Looking for the... And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City to hear Whitehead on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 44, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tannehill, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I got it.
Christian, Travis. Hey, high 7. Ready?
To the air again, Tannehill, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Fighting through pressure. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Tannehill now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Panthers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.